Welcome back to the Now Morning Show on this Tobago Thursday, and we are sticking to Tobago. We're heading across to the Sister Isle because we are welcoming back for a second time plant enthusiast Miss Philomene Murray to tell us about the use and benefits of certain types of plants. Miss Murray, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
How are you this morning? How is Tobago?
Sunny, very sunny.
Yeah, Tobago is always so beautiful.
Good morning.
All right, so I want us to start the conversation with Christmas bush because I know we would have discussed a few the last time you were on the show, and I want us to continue the conversation. So, for example, let's look at Christmas bush. What is the uses and benefits of Christmas bush?
Christmas bush is used for cold, and you have any fever or cough. We'll draw it in the morning. And see. You don't boil the water. You boil the water, you put the bush in a teacup or in a milk cup, as we use a long time, and you throw the hot water in it and leave it for 5 minutes, and then you drink it. And the best way to drink it is without sugar.
Now, I know you're saying the best way to drink it is without sugar, but you're sure we can't put at least half a teaspoon? It looks like it might taste a little bit bitter because I'm seeing it on the screen here.
No, it won't taste bitter. That is not bitter. It have a mild taste.
A mild taste.
But
okay.
if for you could put your sugar.
Right. Okay. Nice. So we have the Christmas bush. That's good for cold. What about fiddlewood?
Well, that is if you have a cold on your chest and it's not moving, sometimes you cough and the cough look like a bell, so you will grind that. You're not boiling it. You grind it up and you get this substance from it, the chlorophyll, and squeeze it in a spoon with a little salt, and you taste that. And you drink it.
Now, when you say you're grinding
it up, that will bring up the cold that is on your chest.
Right. Now, when you say that you're grinding it up, is it that you're using like
this one
a
is better.
Sorry?
Yeah, like a paste. Yes,
right, okay.
This one is very bitter.
But it's also for that cold that's on your chest.
Chest. Yeah.
And shining bush. I mean, I remember my grandmother talking a lot about shining bush, but I don't remember exactly what were the uses and benefits of that one.
The shine bush is mostly for babies. Babies have cold on their chest.
Right.
You draw that and give the baby. You draw about 6 leaves of the shine bush.
Right.
And give the babies.
And with the shining bush, is it that you are going to see the cold and the phlegm and that kind of thing come out from the baby, or do you need something else?
You use it. You could use it with some cod liver oil, a little cod liver oil, before you give them the shine bush.
Right. And is this a good idea to mix this with milk, or should it be given something separate?
No milk.
No milk.
No milk. No milk at all.
Okay. And this one has a very interesting name. What about the fowl tongue?
The fowl tongue is very bitter. People drink it for diabetes, and
I see we're seeing
women who might.
No, Ms. Philomene, you can go in. I was just saying that the image is on the screen, so viewers can see exactly what this fowl tongue is. But you can go ahead, continue.
Yes. The leaves really look as fowl tongue when you look at it. It also have a white flowers to the trunk of the tree, the flowers, to the leaves. So it used to plenty other things. For example, if you miss your periods, you could drink that immediately.
Right.
And it helps bring back the periods.
So we don't need to go to Western medicine.
It's more bitter than the figurewood. It's more bitter than the figurewood.
Right, right. Okay. And the wonder of the world. Now, before you answer the wonder of the world, is that this small kind of jagged edge one that you could put in books and that sort of thing?
Yes.
Right, okay. And what are the uses of that one?
That is for cough and cold. If you have a swelling on your leg or your feet, put warm it with soft candle and rest it on it. If you have mumps, you rest it on your face, the 2 sides of your face, and tie it up, and it will draw out whatever is there.
And when
and
you
you
say,
drink it.
or you can also drink this as well.
Yeah, you could drink it also. Some people eat it for pressure problems. You wake up early in the morning, you eat 2 leaves, and it helps you with your pressure.
Okay, nice. Now I know
These
that.
herbs are just like these herbs are just like the tablets that we go in the drugstore and buy, because these herbs are what they use to make the tablets. But we have the rare thing. We just buy the tablets because the doctor recommend tablets.
That I was actually just about to ask. Is it that you can grow these things in your garden and you can treat yourself without going to the pharmacy?
Yes.
Now, Miss
Wonder
Philomen,
the
I
world
know,
very easy to grow. It's
right?
very easy to grow. We learned that you could put it in a box and it make leaves.
Yes,
If a
I
leaf
remember doing
drop
that
on
when
the
I was
ground,
younger.
it's
Yes.
when you well, right now, if it drop on the ground, it grows same as we like in the book. Send
Wow.
out leaves, young plants.
Of course. And Miss Marie, these the bush that you're recommending now in terms of the uses and of course how to actually prepare it. Have you prepared it for yourself and did you see any sort of benefits that you wish to share?
Yes. Yes, that is why I could recommend it to anybody, because I wouldn't give somebody something that I didn't use and get results. So I got
Yeah,
results from those herbs.
of course. So let's switch of course to the hog plum. I know hog plum as plum. I didn't know that we could use the branch or the bush to do something as well.
Yes. It's good for cold, but sometimes you combine it with the chandelier. It's bitter.
I've seen this one
So
around. Yes, yes. I actually know this plant.
yes, yes. It makes plum also, but it's plum very acid. A
Mm,
lot of vitamin C in the plum fruit.
right.
The leaves also, after having a young baby,
Mm-hmm.
you you boil it and you douche over, or you douche yourself with it. So you bring out the clot blood after the birth of a child.
Mm, okay, interesting. And wow, so is it that
And keep your
midwives
belly
maybe?
and keep your tummy flat. Because right now people not doing that like long time. So you see a lot of people with some high belly because they did not take care of themselves after they have a baby.
Right.
So you look younger when you really take care of yourself, but when you just leave yourself, your belly look flabby and strong. So
Mm,
the hot plum help draw out whatever might leave back after the baby birth, like clot bloods, and
right.
you pass them out.
Wow. And Miss Marie, do you know if any of the midwives would have ever given this sort of advice to new mommies in order to help them, cleanse themselves after they give birth?
My grandmother did it to me. I did it to my daughters, and I recommend it to other young persons around who want to use it, but it
Of
helps.
course. Yes. And the gully root now, I hear gully root and I think of ginger root. Is it similar to ginger?
No, that is just the name of the tree.
Okay.
It's shiny and it have a long flower. Yes,
I
you
think
could
we're
see
seeing it
it.
on the screen here. Yes, the gully root.
Yes, yes.
And how can we use this and
What
how can we prepare this?
you pull it with the root itself and you draw it.
Mm,
It's good for cancer and it also works out animals like pigs and cow.
mm, interesting.
It
And
worm them out.
the St. John's plant.
That is to help build back your blood. It clean out your system. It clean out your blood. It purify your blood.
Mm, interesting.
Build back your blood system. Because sometimes your blood count might be low
Right.
and you drink it. When you draw it, it turns into a red color.
Mm,
Turns red.
okay. And the licorice vine?
The licorice,
Yes. Too many uses to name?
And the majority of these herbs have similar uses to the body.
Right.
And the licorice is good for cold on your chest also. You use it, you draw it, it tastes very bad. And I discourage nobody from it, but it helps. It tastes very bad. We use it with a little lard. I don't know if people know about lard, but now we're using cookie.
Ah, that's the white kind of buttery substance.
The lard
The
used to be
lard.
in tin long time instead
Yes.
of. So I don't know if they still sell lard. We call it lard. We used to have Vaseline in tin also. So I don't know if we still have those, but now it's cooking.
Okay.
So we used to put a liquor in the water to drink to get the cold off the chest. That's for adults. Children, you don't put the lard in there. You just draw a liquor for the children.
Of course.
And
Okay.
the seeds is also have a red and black seeds. I don't know what the use of it, but when I was growing up, they always have it in lamps.
Okay.
In the pitch oil or kerosene in the lamp, you always see this red and black seed in it. I don't know what was the reason, but it used to look very beautiful in the lamp.
All right, well, Miss Marie, let me thank you so much for joining us again on the Now Morning Show. I know that this time we got a lot more information and we're so thankful for it. So thank you so much for joining us on the Now, especially on a Tobago Thursday.
Thank you, welcome.
Have a good one.
Say hi to Mr. Bruno and hi to everybody who support me.
Of course. Have a good one, Miss Marie.
Thank you.
All right, and then we just had a number of plants, a number of bush that this plant enthusiast, Miss Philomen and Murray was just sharing about in terms of getting rid of cold on the chest and even plants for babies and even plants for new mummies. And it was a whole list of things that we can do with bush that we didn't know before.
I have to say I really enjoyed your segment. It was definitely great, so thank you so much for being on the show. For me though, one of the things that I'm always going to stick to, it doesn't matter until the end of time, is going to be wonder of the world. I am a firm believer in herbs, 100%, and definitely plant life, of course, and wonder if the world can literally heal anything. It's amazing, as you mentioned, of course, the fact that you can put it in a book and
it still
it's
grows.
going to grow.
Yeah.
You can give somebody just a tiny piece, and before you know it, there's a big plant. It can heal anything. A little soft candle, you can warm it up, you can make tea. Trust me, it is worth it.
What she was also saying too, it's low maintenance. You don't have to
100%.
plant and water or anything. You put it outside, you leave it alone, and it's going to grow into something beautiful. And I think a lot of us who don't have a green thumb, it's going to be easy if it is we're looking for quick solutions. So when we get those cuts and those bruises, a little wonder of the world, a little soft candle, and it will draw out whatever little, impurities are there. So
It's
I think
great.
one of the major points for me was that she was like, we have these things naturally, and these people and the pharmaceutical companies take these same
They know
plants,
it.
extract the
Yes,
goodness from them, and
and
put them in a
pill.
tablet, and you get the convenience of buying it at a pharmacy. But you can get some of those same benefits and maybe some additional ones if you were to actually grow the plants and use the plants in their natural format, because there's no remedy better than natural remedy. I mean, it's here for a reason. It's here for us to work together with it. I'm watching this silly show on Netflix, but there's a tagline in it that says, all things work together for good.
Yes.
And I firmly believe that,
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that we realize as we grow, and you realize, okay, so this plant that's been here all my life, it's obviously here for a purpose.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I can use it for good. And the same way I can give to the plant can give to me.
Exactly,
And it's the same thing that
it's
we
cost
have to...
effective. It's
and
cost effective because
can be.
remember when they extract that, when those pharmacies extract it, they're going to put that in pill form mixed with other things,
Of course.
and sell it to you at a very high cost, at a markup. But if you have that in your home, in your garden, you go outside, you pull it out, you draw it, and you reap the benefits. So I mean, it is the gift that keeps on giving, plants and bush and stuff like that. So of course, thank you again, Miss Philomen Marie, for coming and just sharing about it. I hope that our viewers learned something, but of course, stay with us because up next we have sports, and you don't want to miss it with Ken Fuentes. Stay with us.